I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her.
It's week.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage out.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over first and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I guess we have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now a first carry here for their running back. Oh, look at the juke. And a pretty quick burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Well, they run the option here on first and 10. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. looking to throw. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fletcher. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Desperados are on the board first here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they have nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, Nicholson. Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. When you look at this defense, they're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Now 3rd down and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 1st down, Nicholson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a 1st down.
Well, I don't want to be a jinx partner and put the whammy on him, but I think we could be looking at all-time damn the ground with the way that he's going. Only a few quarterbacks in this league are capable of a 100-yard game, and he's halfway there just in the 1st quarter. This is a record-setting pace. Hopefully, he can keep it up, and we can have fun watching it.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power. We saw finesse. We saw speed. And what I love the most, he finished each and every one.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school and one of my offensive linemen.
Now the ball comes loose, but it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Looking to throw. Nicholson, he finds his man, complete. That's Simmons. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Off the play fake. Nicholson. And he will find his man on the outside. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Back out comes San Antonio. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They go play action here on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nicholson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Nicholson. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Back to throw again.
That's complete to Palmer.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Looking to throw. Nicholson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Touchdown. And the Shamrocks have got it back to within a score.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Shifts. It's a foot race. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 71 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Hands it off out of the gun. Gets around him. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Desperados are able to add on to that lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think, pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Nicholson. He's got right here. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Nicholson. It's grabbed over the middle by White. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Looking to throw. Nicholson. He gets it over the middle to Palmer. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Operating from the gun. Nicholson. That's complete to White. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, what a juke into space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun. Nicholson. Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Nicholson.
A throw right side here going to be incomplete.
But partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back out comes San Antonio.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Back to throw here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Runs through the contact. And there goes a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any faults of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A very solid gain of 27.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Back to throw. Nicholson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Shamrocks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Off play action. Nicholson. And he will find his man on the outside. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Nicholson. That's taken in by Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Throwing on first down, Nicholson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And with it, they have taken the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We start with the battle of East versus West in the NFC. Philadelphia playing host to Seattle. And they've gone to halftime with the Eagles out in front. The Eagles trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And you can see they trail in that one as that game's gone to halftime. The Thunderbirds locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. The Rams trying to keep hope alive. And at 7-5, they're still right in the mix for a playoff berth. In that first half, it was a third-year quarterback who really showed the way. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
This is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now an option play on second down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. No gain on the play there. Second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get in that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gives him a first down.
On third down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And now does he get to the first down marker? He blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Able to slither by. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Desperados have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up his secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball, definitely coming from his head coach.
This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring, because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
68 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's the option.
Holding offense.
Oh, man, can't do that.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Nicholson. Open man, it's Palmer. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, Nicholson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nicholson fires quickly to White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now here's a carry heading left. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Nicholson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. People will kiss it on the ground.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now again, right side. It's Brooks. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2nd and 5. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in San Antonio. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now they'll run on the draw. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw on 2nd down. Nicholson looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. Here it's 3rd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hebert. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Nicholson. That's caught down the field by Palmer. Touchdown! A big play there. 43 yards.
And the Shamrocks have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. here's 2nd and 8. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a throw out wide complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll set up a throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Montreal offense ready to take over now. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. On 1st down, Nicholson. That's complete to Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Off the play fake, Nicholson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Nicholson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on first down. Try! And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 43 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Looking to throw. Nicholson. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
Back out comes San Antonio. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 43. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 2, a minute 50 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit. And they can...
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 49 yards. And the Shamrocks have retaken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So now the story changes. Trailing by 5. At time, a huge factor. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Carroll. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here comes second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now the story changes. Trailing by 3 after the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A little over 20 seconds to go. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That's caught by Palmer. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw it one deep.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. It might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Montreal, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.